Hey guys, thanks for stopping by for another episode here at All I See Is W. In today's video, we'll be talking about the latest updates, specifically covering Ethereum, as well as doing technical analysis, be doing price predictions using technical analysis of ETH, as well as one hot Ethereum Treasury company that is SharpLink Gaming, ticker SBET. Now, if you're new to this channel, I would really appreciate you hitting the like, subscribing, even turning on the bell notification for more related content. Let's begin, guys. Ethereum over the couple months has been very bullish, and Ted posts is buying ETH now is like buying Bitcoin at 19,000 in 2020. Bitcoin pulled a 3x rally in just 3 months after a new all-time high. Imagine what Ethereum can do with billions in daily inflows. So we have, the price of Ethereum at one point it dropped down below 2,000 and now hovering close to its all-time high near 2021 all-time high of like over 4,800, but we're not too far away for that to be reached. Well, Insider posts is Fundstrat's Tom Lee says Standard Chartered 7,500 ETH forecast for end of 2025 might be low. So how high can Ethereum really go at the end of 2025? Put it in the comments. I'd love to hear what your perspective is. SharpLink SBET posts today. SharpLink will not issue its regular weekly update this week. That's intentional, and you have nothing to worry about. Our Q2 results will be announced Friday morning, followed by our earnings call and webcast. In the meantime, we're still buying ETH nearly every day. The asset is ETH. The ticker is SBET. Let's go. And when you think about it, I mean, SBET's cost average is significantly lower. In fact, leading industry lowest when it comes to cost average compared to other Ethereum treasury companies. Urkel posts SBET sitting on a launch pad. This one has been lagging BMNR. And of course, BMNR is the number one ETH treasury company with over one ETH. They've been doing so well with Tom Lee. But here's the takeaway, might get its turn next if there's follow through here. So what is Urkel saying? He's saying that, SBET, it's primed, it's coiled up in this launch pad, and it may very well have a vertical squeeze, similar to what we saw, back in the prior run up when it went from like $8 all the way up, 12 consecutive days of $40, and SBET had its pullback recently, but it's hovering in this bullish pennant flag. I really do think the support established, we may very well see some favorable upsides as ETH starts breaking out. Crypto Guru, give him a follow. He's really putting awesome posts on X. So if you like BMNR SBET, follow this guy. He's doing really good stuff, sharing lots of great valuable information. So his post was BMNR to SBET rotation. Now he has two visuals. Now with current state BMNR having a nice run up. I mean, I was predicting BMNR when it was like at $28 support. It's gone up, close to about $70, hovering in the 60 range. That's a huge gain. I mean, relative strength got into that, high top point. But on the right, when you look at SBET, RSI is in the low stable point range. And, we had that pullback in the early days of trading, on Monday where SBET ran up to like 17%. And with the ATM news of $400 million, it pulled back. But I think it's just a matter of time as we have earnings report that could be a driving catalyst. But the main thing right now is ETH is breaking out. Technicals are looking very favorable for SBET as well. Let's take a look at, just overall technicals of Ethereum. So where we are right now, ETH is making some big run-ups. I mean, at 4,700, we're getting very, very close to the prior resistance all-time high years ago back in 2021. Key thing is we're continuing to see inflows increase. When you look at Google search, what's like the key thing right now? Ethereum's popping up. A lot of people are searching about Ethereum, trying to understand what the use case is. There's more inflows. When you think about BlackRock, Fidelity, they're loading hundreds of millions of dollars to buy up Ethereum, including the president, he has tons of Ethereum as well. So what does that mean? Eventually, it's going to get more and more scarce. Supply and demand will kick in, and as a result, Ethereum price will reach, new all-time high. I mean, macro scale updates have changed significantly with Genius Act, signed along with the executive order for, workforce using their 401k to actually buy crypto. I mean, Ethereum's right behind Bitcoin. I mean, at this current price level, I mean, a lot of people like the price compared to the price of Bitcoin as well. Not to say that Bitcoin isn't good. I mean, Bitcoin is the mother coin. I mean, there's no second best, but in terms of upside, I think Ethereum has huge potential for nice run up. SharpLink Gaming, let's look at the technical. So, at one point, back in May, we saw it, shoot up from like $3 all the way to 132. It started, building support at like $8. And then we saw that run up in early July, $8 all the way to $40. Took a huge pullback, relative strength started cooling off until it stabilized into the 40 range. What are we seeing right now? We're just seeing it priming, in this bull flag. I do see like a cup and handle forming, and eventually we're just going to see, a nice bounce up. Given the fact that there's heavy volume right now, lots of trading activity, that's a good thing. SBET's getting a lot of attention, and I really do think that in the near term, August, we may very well have the price, reach like $36, and who knows? We may very well see this send it up to like $40 prior resistance on the near term course. But I really do think on the near term, August, we may very well break above $36 is my prediction.
Now, what are some of the competitive differentiators that SharpLink has over other public companies that are implementing similar treasury strategies?
Sure. So we live in a world of co-opetition, and that's okay. And if multiple people have the same thesis that there's an Ethereum opportunity, a trade to be taken advantage of, that's wonderful. Speaking on behalf of SharpLink, SBET, our goal is to be the most transparent and the most trusted, and to do this in a way as we raise capital to be accretive to our shareholders, but also be a really prominent advocate for adoption in the real world and across institutions who are newer to decentralized finance.
Yeah, so SharpLink has an unfair advantage in many ways. It has the Ethereum company behind it. We're friendly with some of the people running the other Ether treasury companies, and we're rooting for them to have some success. We think we're going to outstrip them quite quickly and quite dramatically because we have a lot of positive feedback flywheels between consensus products, between some of the best staking capabilities in the world, and some of the best professional asset managers in the world. So if you're interested in investing in one of these companies, you should probably trust your money to the best DeFi investors in the world.
So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed another episode at All I See Is W. I'd love to hear what your comments, perspectives are with Ethereum. How high can it go? As well as SharpLink Gaming. How high can SBET ticker go in this cycle? So let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you on the next one. Take care.